it's true. You know, it could be. But she was not coming back as like a ghost or something like that. It would only be if for some reason we needed to go back to a period of their history of their relationship to illuminate something that Dexter's dealing with that day. So flashbacks. Yeah.
Does Dexter go right back out on the hunt as the season starts, or does it take a while for him to get back into the
one of the things that we wanted to do, again, which is it goes back to our notion that we wanted to switch it up. And we felt by now that we have emotionally a strong fan base who cares about these characters, and would be very curious to see how Dexter deals with what we would all have to deal with if somebody who loved died. You know, children, where you live, and all the things that eulogies, flowering. I mean, all of the normal kinds of life, but refracted through someone like Dexter makes it interesting. So, the Dark Passenger is always going to be calling to him, but right now he's got kids, and something he doesn't even know yet, but we all know what it is: guilt. He has no idea what he's feeling. Doesn't have any idea, but. Yeah.
So the first episode pick up the second after what we last saw, or did it?
No, we're just no. We thought that would be cheap. To jump ahead and all of the blowback has been neatly tied up. You want to see him deal with it. Yeah.
Do you take into consideration the fans' feedback for the characters? Do you take into consideration the fans' feedback for the characters or the dramatic arcs?
You know what? Obviously we love our fans, but I think the best way we can serve the fans is by trying to be true to what the idea of the conceit of the Dexter is, and to the character, and have it come from the accumulation of from year 1 to year 2, what we have seen Dexter experience personally and aspects of human nature that he's, as I said, sort of cobbled together. So it has to track and make sense. It's not all of a sudden going to move to Vegas and run it's not all of a sudden going to turn into The Fugitive. I mean, it's going to be the same character, but always progress. Because as long as there's a whole world of new human relationships and experiences for him to grapple with and try to figure out and try to decode, that makes it interesting. As long as it's fresh and moving forward. What we never want to do is sort of recycle and say, oh yeah, didn't he do that in year 2? We're never going to do that. Even though sometimes the fans want you to do something, they love something, they want it again, but you can't do that because then the character becomes stale.
What about the secondary supporting characters of the show? Can you give us a thumbnail maybe of their arcs?
Well, as you know, Batista and LaGuerta just got married, and now they are adjusting because, when you marry that quickly and you've never actually lived with somebody, all of a sudden, when you learn living with someone and you're working together, it's a little bit more difficult. And Deb, has to, assume a lot of responsibility that she's never had. She's always had Dexter to be the big brother, and so she's trying to be strong for him. She's not really someone who likes kids or knows how to be with kids, and she has to do a lot of Aunt Deb duties that her and Dexter trying to take care of kids is a recipe for disaster because neither one of them have any kind of real skill. And Quinn is, still, somewhat suspicious of Dexter, but, he's also always had a crush on Deb, so, he knows that, it's a push-pull thing for him.